They gonna hit me with the soft ones
He didn't
first.
want to name LeBron as his
We
favorite
want to know
teammate.
who's the GOAT as you see it.
And hold on.
You wanna go right to the GOAT.
RC,
Right to the GOAT. We got to.
What was your clothes? Why'd you wear those clothes, RC?
Well, because see, I didn't know if D Wade was going to need a simple reminder about where he was from. Right? Right? About the reason everybody in his city hooped. Right? About the reason I was outside in front of my yard with the backboard that was made out of wood, jumping with this hand, trying to switch to this hand in 1992. Right? Sometimes you play the game a long time and you start to forget things. So I said, maybe I need to remind him of the color. Oh, wait, I could do one better. I could wear the first shoes.
Them the ones, ain't it?
So I'm gonna see
Them the ones.
if he needed this, or was he smart enough to come with the right answer? And I'm gonna drink his wine while I do it.
I just want to know where you get the jacket from. Did you get that custom made? Did you have it hanging up in the closet? Like, where you get that from?
Who name in it?
Ooh. Ooh.
It's hard.
I wore this for you though.
Is that satin or?
It's satin. It's satin. So it's kind of like
That's cool.
It's kind of like the stripe on your tuxedo pants that only basketball players would wear with volleyball socks. You feel me? It's kind of like a satin stripe on the side of the pants, my dog. Hey, bro, that's so basketball, dog.
I love it.
Dog, that is so basketball.
Them ain't basketball, them Jane Fondas.
Oh, you talking about size? Dean, listen. Dean's definitely-
1999, 2000, that was a thing in the basketball community. You go back, you remember the Atlanta Celtics? The hoop AAU team, you remember? No?
Yeah, I remember the Celtics. Yeah.
The Celtics, that was the thing.
The Jane Fondas?
Yeah, little Billy Blanks. Let's go with Billy Blanks. Let's get a black. Billy Blanks didn't wear none of these.
Hey, I'm gonna redirect this thing, man, because we ain't got a whole lot of time. He's a legend. You feel me? Who the f***ing GOAT?
Michael Jordan. Okay, listen, and this is LeBron is one of my good friends. I have so much respect for what he's doing now, what he's done, and what he would eventually do, because he's not done yet. So it's definitely, I'm gonna say this, it would definitely be an argument that would need to be had. If LeBron James end up the #1 scorer of all time, top 5 in assists and top 5 in rebounds, and have 4 to 5, 6 championships, you cannot do nothing but have the conversation of who's the greatest of all time.
The conversation's already happening.
Well, the conversation's been happening, but it's not good. LeBron's still playing. It's hard to have that conversation about the greatest of all time when a man is still putting on his jersey, right? But when he's done, his lineup, his statistical lineup is going to be the greatest that's ever played the game when it comes to scoring, assists, rebounds, so forth and so on. I come from a Jordan era. I am biased, and I'm going to be a bias to the day I pass away. Michael Jordan will be my
I
GOAT.
always loved you. I love you even more.
No, he would be my GOAT, but that doesn't mean I'm not taking anything away from LeBron. LeBron is amazing, but Michael Jordan is my GOAT. I play basketball because of Michael Jordan. He will
Yeah,
always be my
but
GOAT.
bro, y'all know how it is in the locker room. It's different. Like y'all won championships together, and to me this is the #1 question I had, because I see you on TNT, and I see you tweeting Instagram. Anytime the conversation come up, you're like, he's my GOAT, MJ.
He's my GOAT.
But you got MJ, that's your teammate, that's your man. Y'all on the banana boat together. You know what I'm saying? So does that ever get
Hey,
awkward?
you gotta be super cool to get on a banana boat with other grown men. You gotta be really close. You gotta be really close.
That doesn't get awkward where it's like, you are publicly saying this is my GOAT, and everybody else in the world is talking about who's the GOAT.
Not for me. I think my thing is like, this is a real conversation, right? All of us have our own individual opinions. This has nothing to do with, like I said, once LeBron James is done playing this game of basketball, I'm definitely gonna tell my grandkids, kids, that I played with one of the greatest to play the game of basketball. He will be the GOAT for a lot of generations. I started playing the game because of Michael Jordan. He will be my GOAT until the day I pass away. It doesn't take anything away from LeBron. This is just like LeBron. We started playing, we envisioned playing like Michael Jordan. So for me, from Chicago, where I grew up, I made it out the hood because I seen a dude, number 23, play the game of basketball at a level that I was like, I just want to do some of that. So it doesn't take anything away from LeBron. LeBron will be the GOAT of this generation that has watched him grow up, just like we watched Michael Jordan kind of grow and go into what we call a GOAT. That's why I always say my GOAT. This is not personal. LeBron's my guy, but Jordan is my GOAT.
So you retired at 37. LeBron is 36, turns 37, I believe, in December.
Yeah, man.
How is he still, like, what makes him special? And even when we talk about mileage and how, how he's doing it night in and night out, where you talk about usage rate, you talk about, load management. He ain't doing what Kawhi's doing. He ain't doing what these other KD, and I love KD, I love Kyrie, but, KD just took off.
AD hurt. AD hurt, so LeBron got to take on more with LA right now.
Right. So, like, what makes him special? You had that yeah.
This dude up there.
He left the hospital with more than everybody.
Bro, listen. Bro, Brandon, B. Marshall, this dude up there, bro.
Out the womb.
Bro, his shopping cart of talent when he was born was bigger than everybody's, dog.
They gave him everything.
The dude behind LeBron, he don't have nothing.
Yeah, but you got to give me more, man, because we know what goes into it, the sports science, how we train, how we eat, how we sleep, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
What are we not seeing that you saw?
Yeah. Here's the thing, like you said, we know about taking care of your body. What do you put in your body? Nutrition, right? That's why I have a chef, right? You guys have a chef for the show, right? We understand about putting in your body. We understand about the training that you need as athletes, former athletes. We understand the training that you need.
Well, everybody except Ocho.
Right, okay. So besides the guy who eat McDonald's every day, which none of us can do, we understand about that. But ultimately, man, I've watched this guy, and I see him take care of his body. I see him own it 100%. But I've also know that guys can roll their ankle and be out 4 weeks. I've seen this guy roll his ankle and come back and give you about 20 in the fourth quarter. I'm talking about a bad roll ankle, and I'm like, oh, he done. He come right back. I'm out 4 weeks with this roll ankle. He come right back, fourth quarter, scored 20. Right. It was like when God made him, he was like, all right, I'm gonna give you all this. I'm gonna take everything, but I'm gonna take one thing from it. I ain't gonna give you no lining. But I'm gonna give you everything else. That's why I tell Bron, I'm like, he gave you everything. He gave him everything. He just said, I'm gonna just take this one thing.
But when is he gonna let it go, though?
No, listen, as long as he got money, he ain't letting it go.
He too rich to let it go.
Do you think he carry in his pocket the GOAT conversation? Does he want to be better than MJ?
He said he's the GOAT. Was it when he won
Right after the bubble, when he won it.
Yeah, I mean, of course you want to be the GOAT. Right. Most people want to be the GOAT and you can't get there, right? We fall short. We run out of talent. I ran out of talent. Injuries or whatever. LeBron is actually there.
Do you think that takes away, do you think having this conversation sometimes takes away from what LeBron has accomplished?
Yes, because he's not done. And we're talking about everything he's doing now, right? We talk about the GOAT, the greatest of all time. That's when a player is done, and now you can put their resume versus the next resume. Right now, we've been talking about LeBron as a GOAT since 2010. We're 2021. This man still got another 5 years to play if God willing, he don't get hurt. So, like what I said, he will be a GOAT. Someone's going to say, LeBron's my GOAT, hands down, nothing else. Just like I say, Jordan's my GOAT. It's generational GOATs. That's what people got to understand. It's a lot of great players that play sports, but it's eras of GOATs. And everyone want to make one GOAT. It's impossible to make one GOAT because as great as LeBron is, it will be another. This is just the way the game is. This is the way the world works. It will be another person that come in and become someone's GOAT.
And there's the Bill Russells, because he'll say championships and all
11.
that stuff. So he got 11 and all that. We know that LeBron's hairline has 0 championships.
But it got a lot better. It got a lot better.
But does he? No. He bought that hairline. We all know it.
Listen, if you got money,
You can buy anything?
but listen, women doing it, why we can't do it?
You can't buy a hairline.
Hey, his hairline don't have no championships, but it for sure got a lot of comeback players of the year.
Because it bounced back.
From Miami to now LA, he cold.
I saw the Space Jam promos. It's bro. It is the Alex Smith of basketball, bro.
That's CGI though. That's computer generated hair. That man whole back is bald.
He rich.
But
As long as he got that bag, he can have some hair.
to get to you though, best shooting guard ever.
Michael Jordan.
I don't want Jordan, no, and they got Kobe and they got Wade. And then you have Ray Allen, none of that. You got AI, you got a bunch of dudes. Are you okay being behind Michael Jordan and Kobe when you see all the lists, when you see all that? You the third best shooting guard of all time. That's cool with you?
Yeah, that's all right. I'm cool with that.
No argument? No argument.
No arguments, man. Listen, I'm a kid just like you guys. I'm a kid from the inner city of Chicago. All right? I was never supposed to be here, I'm sure like most of us. And when you have a conversation about the greatest to play the game in any, what is overall or what is position based, And you can be anywhere in the top conversation where someone mention your name, bro, that is a win. That's a win. So for me, I hear, oh, D-Wade's the third best shooting guard. That's cool. I may be the fourth, I may be the fifth, I may be the sixth one day. You still gonna have my name in the conversation.
Hell
so
yeah.
I don't care about the number. I just care that you respect my game and what I brought to the game enough that you put me in the conversation. I'm cool with that.
You mentioned LeBron continuing to play, and we know about the decision and the scrutiny and everything that kind of went around that. But your decision to go from, you weren't ready to retire when you left Miami. I was pissed. I was like, come on, man, we got to do something.
Was you pissed at me?
Nah, I wasn't
Okay,
pissed
well,
at
cool.
you. I'm
lot
a
of people-
big fan.
A lot of people was pissed at me though. Like,
I
you
know how
it's
to
my
see.
decision
I
solely.
know how the business goes. I know the whole thing. And again, you're a kid with, a sparkle in your eye. You had an opportunity to go back and play in front of your hometown because you weren't ready to retire. What prompted that decision? I don't want to talk about Cleveland. You should have never been in Cleveland.
Fred, he didn't want to leave, Fred. He went to Cleveland for a year. Chicago for a year. And
Let's
Cleveland
not talk about that.
No, let's talk
I can
about
understand
it. Bro, Fred,
Chicago,
let's talk
but I
about
want
it.
to know his mindset. Or maybe we can ask him
I
both.
was bro, yes,
We can
bro.
talk about both.
Bro, you left Miami. You was in Chicago for a year, went to Cleveland for 6 months. You were gone 19 months. I looked it up. I had to get the number. Why did you leave? You shouldn't have left Miami, bro. You the baddest thing. I just watched something on Instagram earlier when you jump on the little announcer's table
this is
talking
my
about
house.
this is my
This is my
house.
house.
When you stole the ball and hit the little running three. Why would you leave Miami and why, I don't want to say fault, but we know Pat and we know the money. And to be honest, I'm down here, I do radio. I know they prioritized Hassan Whiteside's $98 million deal over your deal, $47 million in Chicago. I want to get into it, D.
Get into it, baby.
Why did you leave Miami? You want another one?
Yeah.
You want another one? Why did you leave Miami?
I'm
And
saying you and your Barbara Walters.
We get it.
I got those motherfuckers. I would have got the way of ways
It's
if
the
I wasn't gonna
J's.
get beat up in the hood. I got it. What happened when you left Miami? Because you should have never left, bro.
Yeah.
Over Alonzo, over all them people, Pat and everybody, Shaq.